Hello all. Sorry it's been a little bit me trying to get caught up here. Things have been changing faster than I can keep up with them. Um, I don't have definitive things to share with you, but just the stay at home, adding kids to the mix here at my house, and everything that they keep changing orders for sending home packets for those without internet and everything. I just have not been able to keep up, and I greatly apologize because I know some of you have been working diligently to try to keep things going along, and I've tried to answer questions, and I know I've missed a few, but this right here, starting at 61, has been one of the ones I've gotten the most questions with, so I wanted to start with it to try to help you guys out. I will be catching up and posting more of these videos here today and tomorrow to try to make up for what I've missed, and I again sincerely apologize for that, as this whole thing has been a little crazy and I've been doing my best to try to keep up. So please stay patient with me. I promise I'm not forgetting you, and I'm not sitting at home doing nothing. I wish I was, but I'm not. I am working hard to try to help you guys out, and if you guys have questions or need more, please let me know. I will be glad to help you out, and yeah. As always, if you got anything that you need, please let me know, or let somebody at the school know. Let one of us. We'll get it to you. We'll figure out how to make it happen. So, in all seriousness, if you're missing something, if you're in need of something, please don't just sit there with it. Please let somebody know. I am going to go over. Start at number 61 here. Excuse me. Sorry for that. It's just like the rest of what you're doing, except it's multi-step. So a lot of you asking, how do you do the larger triangle here when it's not a right triangle? And the answer is that that when you drop the height like this, it always makes two smaller right triangles. When you have the two smaller right triangles, you can use sides from one to find the sides from another. So let's actually look at number 61 here. Let's zoom in a bit. There we go. So if I do that, what I have here is I've got a reference angle of 60, and I've got a side of 27, and if I look at which side this is, that's my hypotenuse. So if I'm labeling there, this is the hypotenuse, this is the opposite, and this is the adjacent for a reference angle of 60. Well, if I'm trying to make it into this other triangle here, the thing that would be most helpful to me would be this side right here, the one they shared. So that's going to be the opposite for this reference angle. So if I do that, I'm looking at the opposite and the hypotenuse, and my trig ratios, opposite and hypotenuse, some old hippie would be sine. So I got sine of my reference angle, which is 60 degrees, equals opposite, which is unknown, over hypotenuse, which is 27. And I'm going to type that in my calculator. So I do the sine of, or I got to solve it first. I'm getting ahead of myself. I got to times 27. I'm sure some of you are sitting there yelling at the screen, no, you got to multiply. Some of you may not have. That's okay. There we go. So I'm going to type in 27 times the sine of 60. And when I do that, give me 1 second as I type that in. And I get x equals, well, approximately 23.4. It tells me to round intermediate values, so the ones I'm doing in between to the tenths place. And that's just so that we're not trying to have to use that exact value. We can use that exact value. It's not that hard. All you got to do is store it in your calculator, but that's another thing. We'll not worry about trying to do new stuff just at this point. So we're going to label this side as 23.4. Now that we have that side labeled 23.4, what we can do is new triangle, new reference angle of 39 degrees. That makes this side now the adjacent for that reference angle. That makes this the hypotenuse and this the opposite. So we now have new ratios. We're dealing with ones with labels, which would be our opposite side and our adjacent. Dealing with opposite and adjacent, that's going to be tangent. So we're going to set up the tangent of 39 degrees equals opposite, which is the unknown, over the adjacent, which is 23.4, multiply by 23.4 on both sides, and that gets me 23.4 times the tangent of 39 degrees equals x. Just a reminder, in case I didn't mention it on the last one, but do make sure your calculator's in degree mode. If you're using Desmos, it automatically sets things in degree modes. You actually have to convert it if you want it in radians. If you've got your own calculator at home, just remember it's that mode up there at the top, right beside the second key, and make sure you change it to degrees. If you have an Android phone and don't have a calculator, there's the Wabbit app set over here to the side. It's called Wabbit. It's like rabbit with a W, MU. It's free and gives you a TI calculator on your phone. So you've got some options there if you've got access. Anyway, you type that in, and I get x is approximately, that's a terrible approximate symbol. Let's back that up a little bit. Let me erase that. Try again. X is approximately 18.9. And that is this x right here. Okay. All of those are very similar, that you're going to have to find a side to get into your next triangle. A lot of them are going to be sine or cosine into a tangent there. You may even have to do 2 or 3 trig ratios to get going. But they're all pretty similar. Essentially round every answer you get to the tenths place is the easy way of saying that. It says intermediate values and final values, but the easiest way to do that, just label all the values you type in your calculator to the tenths place for these. And if you do have questions on this, please don't hesitate to ask. If you're finding other sections you're struggling with, don't hesitate to ask. I will be going through some more of these, but I wanted to push this one out first because I knew this was the one most people were having the most trouble with. And as I said, if this one is not enough, don't hesitate to do a follow-up email on there. Don't feel like you're bothering me at all. I know I said things were a little crazy, but it's my job to be here for y'all, and I'm trying to catch up with that, so don't ever feel like you're bothering me. If you send me an email and I don't respond right away, don't give up on me. I promise I'm emailing you back. I'm probably just in the middle of something else. Here, the last 2 days have been several video conferences with department and principal and any number of other people. I'm going to start trying to do Zoom sessions available, not required, available to you guys. And I will send out invites for that just so that you have the ability to Zoom with me if you would like and get some one-on-one help that way. As I said, I'm just trying to help out best I can during this time because I know it's a little crazy for everybody. Do want to throw out again, if you are in need of something, please do not hesitate to reach out. I will be glad to help you or find somebody that can. Y'all stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home if you can. I know it's not fun, but we want to try to get this over with quick as we can, and everybody stay safe. Y'all take care.